was coming up, usually the people that I listened to were older, or a little older.
I grew up listening to Illegal and
I used to focus only on hurts. I had many gifts, but I was my own curse. But hold up, wait a minute, stop that. I need to focus on now, not that.
Get your mind right and your money tight.
What's going on, people? This is What We Thinking. I'm one of your hosts, Influence. To the right of me, I got Bryson.
Hello.
What's going on, Bryson?
What's going on, man? I just ate from.
I just watched him eat.
Royal Farms. I had this chicken strip sandwich.
Chicken strip sandwich.
Deluxe added with bacon. It was all right.
I think every pod you start with your food. I didn't eat. I ate earlier, but had some eggs and some potatoes.
I've been working on my version of fasting.
Which
is like either not eating or eating what I deem to be healthy enough.
What I deem?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. It's healthier.
That's funny.
It's healthier stuff, you know. And then like when I'm off the fast, I'll just eat what I want, basically. And then each week I've been increasing the amount of days that I do the fast. So I'm slowly but surely getting to my fitness goals, which is just to be healthy and then also to lose weight. I feel better. I feel better walking around as I walk around.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's usually the first thing that happens.
What's been going on with you?
Not much. Been here, was working home today. So went to the movies last week, saw Superman.
Okay.
We'll get into that a little bit.
Okay.
Did you see it yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna spoil too much.
The necessary interest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't had it. I have started, which I want to continue. I started the first episode of Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
That's a good show.
I mean, it was just throwing me off a little when I talked to you about them having kids, and I just thought that just wasn't a thing. But you let me know.
Now, you know, I've been out the comics game for a minute, so I still know a lot, but I don't know what changed. I don't know if they retconned it or they usually change. I mean, they did do the new 52, which where they wiped out all of everybody in DC, and basically there's 52 people left, 52 heroes, and you know, Batman, Superman is 52, Wonder Woman. The big three is still there. Green Lantern, all those are still there. The ones that most people know, but there's, you know, other ones. But I know they redid everything when they did that. And that might have been a while ago from now. That might have been 10 years ago. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But they just like basically revamped. So I don't know everything. But I do know he has a son now, Jonathan Kent, and two adopted kids that I think are twins. And I don't know if they're from another planet or I'm not sure. Because they had weird names, but I can't remember their names right now. But yeah, but I think Superman and Lois, you know, they were exploring a story that wasn't, you know, that's not real. That's not something that was in the comics. Okay. It's just a newer story, a different story. It's kind of how Smallville did him while he was growing up. Like that story was never told in the comics, which is what made Smallville great. One of my favorite shows ever in life. And yeah, it just explored something that was new. Like it was a new exploration. I think that's what Superman and Lois did. And one of the reasons why it's such a good show. But they have a lot of stuff on there that's in the comics and that I was surprised that they did and talked about and done. So it's a good show. I'm only on, I think, season 4 now. I think I just finished 3. It's because I wasn't keeping up with it. I think it has like 6 seasons or 7 seasons, something like that. It just went off like not too long ago.
I saw one preview that looks good where I think it's Doomsday.
Oh yeah,
and he kills I know he kills Superman in the comics.
Yeah,
but it looks like that happened in the show.
Yeah, I don't know if I got there yet.
Okay.
Oh, I don't remember that. So maybe I'm even less. No, no. I don't remember. I think I might go back and rewatch the show because I don't remember a lot of it. I was watching it by mistake and I just got into it. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if it was on one day or it might have been because of HBO Max. When I got Max when it first came out. I think I started watching it then. And I never was interested before because I didn't know. I've never really been interested in the TV shows except for Smallville and all the Arrowverse, like and then when they did a big ass crossover with Black Lightning, Flash, Arrow, and Superman and Supergirl, like and a whole bunch of other heroes. Like they did a big ass crossover with the on CW. And that's when I first saw him as Superman. And I was like, oh, he's a good Superman. Like doing that crossover. So that's what made me want to watch the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you never was into the adventures of Lois and Clark?
No, I didn't
That was
really
my
like
jam
that.
back
Yeah, I didn't like that too much.
I like that. That was my favorite thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you used to talk about it.
Yeah, that was good.
I could never get into it. And I think that's the other reason. Because I saw the title and I was uncertain. I was thinking it was a remake of that.
Oh, okay.
But that's Clark and Lois. This is Superman and Lois. So it's different. It's a lot different.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was watching it and I was like, oh, they're just getting straight to it on the first episode because we know the origin.
Yeah, the origin story.
So they
all
just
that.
was like getting right to it. This happened.
Yeah,
and you know,
I like that too.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. That's why I like the new Superman movie. You know, they ain't no origin. They get right to it. And one of the main things I like is the fact that in the beginning, I don't want to give too much away if you're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
But just when it comes on, it has like words telling you like how long he's been Superman, what's going on. Like it does. It's pretty cool how they do it, and it gives you an idea exactly, you know, that he's not a seasoned Superman, but he's been doing it for a little while, and I think it gives some credence to everything that's going on in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're kind of related a bit.
What do you mean?
Oh, you talking about the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the show.
No. I'm talking about the movie.
Okay.
Like in the beginning, like they have words and you know they tell you like basically how long he's been Superman, when he came to Earth, when he started being Superman, and all that stuff. Because you know a lot of people know now, but he didn't start being Superman until he got older. Like he was hid his identity forever until, you know, he would help people, but it wouldn't be out in the open like with his suit. Then he just one day, you know, with the fortress and all, got the suit, and rest is history.
I know I'll probably see it one day.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be out streaming in a little while.
Really?
Probably another few weeks. Well, it'll be paid.
Yeah,
it'll be on Max probably. Probably another maybe month and a half. I'm thinking. Yeah,
that may work for me.
Yeah, it'll probably be another month and a half. It'll be on Max. I don't know what the exact date, but I do know. Well, I don't want to give that away. That's a spoiler. But yeah, the movie was. I gave it 7.5, 7 sometimes, 7.5 out of 10, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was very entertaining, but there's just some things that I didn't like about it, and some things even I understood but still didn't like about it. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, you was telling me.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it.
But like I watched Tony Baker's spoiler review, so I kind of.
Oh, so you spoiled?
I know some
so
stuff.
I can tell you.
Yeah, but he didn't say all the stuff that you said.
I wanna see his. I didn't know he had one out. Yeah, because like his parents, even though they're extremely accurate to the comics, I think I'm just used to Man of Steel parents. Like he had cool parents, like cool parents,
okay.
like they seem like cool parents.
Yeah.
And they were just different.
Mm-hmm.
His parents in this one is almost like bumbling fools. Like it's almost, but you can tell they're very nice and have like great hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And there, there's a heartfelt moment between him and his dad, which is cool. But even that rubbed me the wrong way, and it was just a performance. I think, not saying the actor is bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think this is how they wanted him to perform. Because, like I said, I could recognize that it's almost spot on to the comic, how his mom and dad was in the comic, even how they look. Man, it still wasn't. But
Okay.
I just, and I hate to compare because I'm not one of them. I'm not one of the Snyder Glazers. I like Snyder just like anybody else. Man, Steel's like one of my favorite Superman movies. Like, but there's a lot of people that's just like Snyder. Fuck this, fuck that. And I don't even think they gave it a fair shot. Why are you laughing?
No, I was just thinking of something. Snyder's Superman is more attractive.
Okay, that's not for me to say because I don't.
No, but you could say which one is a better Superman or better looking Superman, or do you prefer as Superman?
I mean, I don't know if looks go into it for me
No.
at all. No. I mean, both of them wore pads in their suit, but this dude people don't know that this dude is fucking big too.
He don't look like
he's
compared
cut
to
up.
When you look at Henry Cavill.
Well, when you look at him in the suit, you're saying. Well, Henry Cavill had his shirt
even
off.
out of the
Here
suit.
he didn't have his shirt off. Well, I don't remember any instances where he had his shirt off, but I've seen him with his shirt off.
Yeah, let's go all
interview.
the way there. Yes, Henry Cavill is a more sexy Superman.
I'm not. That holds zero weight to me on who's the better Superman. I like this guy's portrayal of Superman. I can say that. It's different, definitely. They're two different Supermen. They're kind of in the same. Well, no, because Henry Cavill, Man of Steel was like brand new when he was in, when he started. This is like the first time he was Superman. Like in Man of Steel, you saw that. He's been Superman in the new one for 3 years.
Okay.
That's one of the things that it tells you.
Would you say that is this in this movie? Is this the most Superman has ever talked?
I don't know, Man of Steel. You talked a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like because of what I've been hearing is he's showing personality.
Well, yeah. I think he has a better personality than Henry Cavill's Superman.
Okay.
Henry Cavill's Superman was kind of reserved.
Yeah.
This guy is. Well, there was parts where he showed anger and stuff, but this guy, I think he has a big range, or he shows a big range. I ain't saying Henry Cavill couldn't have shown a big range.
What's his name? You know his name?
I don't, and it's a shame. Let me look it up because
But
I just keep saying this guy.
What's interesting is okay, Superman's about to come out. Then I happen to see Twisters, and he's in Twisters.
That dude.
Yeah.
David Cornsweet.
Yeah.
Cornsweet.
Yeah, I have heard.
Cornsweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard
He
his name.
I liked the scene, and this was on the kind of on the trail. I don't know if you saw it, but when Lois was interviewing him,
Yeah.
and he got upset.
Yeah.
Like I like seeing that because he is a more lighter Superman. Like it ain't a serious.
Would you say he's a
Superman.
more human Superman?
Yeah, yeah, I can say that. And that's part of what Superman is. Like Superman, for all intents and purposes, he is a human being that's an alien. Basically, he was raised. The reason he's Superman is how he was raised. Like there's nothing about it. And there's even a part in this Superman where I know people are upset at the plot I'm not, because I think, well, for one, I don't need something to be in the comic all the time. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Like the comic, they make up stories all the time and just run with them.
Yeah.
Like, long as you get the core stuff right, I'm cool. If you got an original story, like, it doesn't have to be in the comic. But people were upset at his father's message. You heard about that?
His father's message. I think I have. Like, it's a positive. It's like love everybody kind of
Well,
thing.
it's not. But
Oh,
that's
not?
why people are upset.
It's not that.
It is that.
It is that.
But it's fucked up. Like, it gets scrambled, and he can never fuck with it. And Lex figures out how to fuck. Like, the first part is go show them how to be good. It's the normal message that's always been.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go, you're gonna be more powerful than any of them, so show them how to treat people right.
Mm-hmm.
Then the end of the message is like, but if anybody get in your way, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody gonna be able to stop you. So that's part of the illegal alien thing. Like, then they start calling, because Lex, leaks that, of course, and then people are mad at him, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're not here to help," and all this shit. And the whole time, like, that's one of the things that Superman does. He protects life at all costs, no matter what. Like, they got mad because he saves a squirrel, and it's not like, it's like in the middle of him doing shit. It's not like he just goes and flies to go save a squirrel. It's just a squirrel about to get fucked up, and he just saves the squirrel.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers like, oh, this is too kiddie. But I'm like, that's him.
Not really. Like,
It's an animal.
Yeah.
It don't matter how small the
a
animal
person would
is.
do that.
Yeah, like, it don't matter how small the animal is.
Mm-hmm.
He has the ability to do it in a better way than anybody, and somebody would try it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, like,
I don't want to hit a squirrel
yeah,
if I can avoid
yeah,
it
like,
on
and
the
that's
road.
what he does most of the movie, where it's like catastrophic shit going on, and he's trying to save the most humans that he can, which is one of the reasons why he always holds back. And that goes to my part. One of the parts I don't like is how much he got his ass kicked in this movie, but with the plot, it makes total sense. I totally understand it. I know people was like, it don't make sense. It does make sense because of who he's fighting.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was thinking.
yeah,
And I know,
and that he, you know who he's fighting.
I know I know the person I think he ultimately ends up fighting. I don't know if you want me to say it.
Yeah. I don't care about spoiling now.
He fights
but
a version.
I didn't want to spoil
himself.
you. Yeah, it's a clone of himself.
Okay.
And basically, I don't think
It's
people.
not Bizarro though, right?
No,
Okay.
no. It's Ultraman. Which they did say that, which I don't know why they said that. I saw the preview that said that.
Uh-huh.
That, and he has the U. Well, Mel, you know what? Maybe fans said that, and yeah, because why would they say that? Because that gives it away. Because he's in the comic.
Wait, but
he's basically
was that a thing before?
Yeah. Ultraman's in the comic.
But
He's
no,
a
but
Superman clone.
What I'm saying, well, has he always been a clone of Superman?
Yeah, but I don't know if. Well, I think in one story, in some of the stories, he's from, like, somebody else clones him, or maybe a different planet. Somebody from a different planet might have cloned him. I don't know. I can't remember that whole thing.
Hey, you said people didn't like the message. They didn't like the second part of the message?
Yeah, because they're like, oh, that's fucked up. How they gonna make him? Because basically, the message was like, you're here to conquer Earth. Like, I'm sending you to conquer Earth, and it said procreate with as many women as you can.
Okay.
To farther
But I think I've
Kryptonian
heard
bloodline.
this before.
It has been in some fiction.
Was this in the Snyder movie?
I don't know if it was in the Snyder movie.
Because I think it was like, I don't know, maybe he learned it later, but he wasn't with it. Like, type thing,
yeah. I mean, I think a variation kind of, because they put the codex in him, and that's what Zod wanted. Zod was like, oh, we can just terraform, and
yeah, I
know
think that
people
was in Man of Steel, maybe.
I know people was upset at that, even with the terraforming and stuff, because they're like, they'll lose their powers. But I'm like,
What's that?
when he was trying to turn Earth into Krypton. Remember Man of Steel when he was trying to turn Earth into Krypton with the machines.
Yeah.
He was
because without the sun, Superman is not Superman.
No,
yeah,
no. But Zod didn't care about that. Zod was just trying to. He didn't care about having power, and that's the thing. Like that's what makes Zod a good enemy because he's for the people. He's for his people, regardless of how bad he is and seems. He just wants his people to survive, but whatever it costs. Like he doesn't care about the humans. Like he's a military person, so he's like, we need to get Krypton back. He didn't care about having powers. Like that's why he didn't care about terraforming. Because once he terraformed the Earth, they wouldn't have powers no more. But
like you say, he's for the people.
He's for his people.
He's for his people.
Yeah, he's for his people.
He don't care about these.
He don't care about nobody else. And that's that's where Kal-El being from Earth, basically, he's an Earthling. With Ultraman, the thing is, he don't have the same. Anytime Superman fights an equal of himself, it's always gonna seem. Because I know I've seen a lot of people asking people that don't collect comics was like, is he stronger than Superman? Is Bizarro stronger than Superman? Because people thought it was Bizarro. People thought it was maybe Doomsday, maybe gonna be Doomsday. Because that's kind of how Doomsday was made, but he doesn't have the same. I guess I don't know what word I'm looking for, but he doesn't care about anything. He doesn't hold back. He doesn't care about collateral damage.
Yeah,
he's not caring about any of that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fuck Superman up, and it's gonna look like he's stronger than Superman. Because Superman always holds back.
Yeah.
Well, I think he holds back at least. Like the first fight you get with Superman will never be a full fight. Because Superman is trying to gauge, just like Spider-Man, in that respect. He's trying to gauge how much he needs to hold back because he doesn't want to kill you. He can kill basically anybody, so he doesn't want to kill you. But with Ultraman, I think he comes around and like fighting, full force. But still, Ultraman don't care about collateral damage. Like I said, he saved the squirrel in the middle of it while they fighting.
Yeah.
Because he's trying, like he's not giving a fuck about that. So he's fucking him up while he's saving the squirrel. Like, like he's trying to go at him and he don't give a fuck. He don't care about the buildings. Like Clark actually was trying not to hit buildings, trying not to, unlike Man of Steel. That's why people was upset at Man of Steel too, in that respect. Because they were like, nah, he wouldn't just wild out and fight and he would at least try to take him somewhere else. Like they was in the middle of the city fucking that shit up.
So wait, would you say David Cornsweet is a better Superman than?
I would say it's a more accurate to the
Cavill?
comics Superman.
Okay.
In average. Now comics been back and forth. Like you got Injustice Superman that's fucking basically rules the earth because Lois died. Well, Joker kills Lois and he kills Joker. And basically, he set Superman up. Superman kills Lois. Okay. But Joker sprayed him with some stuff that made Superman think Lois was Doomsday. So he took her into space and he kills her. And, he can't recover from that shit. So he basically kills Joker and then he just turns bad. And he's basically like the ruler of Earth. And that was in Man of Steel. Well, that was in the extended version. Well, no, it was in Batman vs. Superman when he had the nightmare. That's basically Injustice Superman. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I think
he had a nightmare and he had him tied up and he came into that hole and he was walking and he burnt them dudes that was tied up next to him, cut them in half. Yeah.
But I think I do kind of remember that.
And all the people had Superman patches, like all the soldiers had Superman patches because he's basically the ruler of Earth now. That was Injustice Superman. That's what Bruce is worried about. That's why in Batman vs. Superman, he wanted to kill him. Because he's like, he's going to turn that way eventually. He still thinks that. He's always going to think that. But
what made
they're friends now.
What made him think that he was going to do that?
Just because he said if it's
he
a
had
1% chance.
Didn't he get a vision though?
Well, he did that
Yeah.
that dream when he dreamed.
No, but somebody spoke.
Well,
to him.
Flash
Yeah.
came from the future
Yeah.
and said you was right, but it's a
Okay.
different future. Like it's Injustice future. It's
Okay.
not-
okay.
it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah.
But he's coming from Injustice future. Was like you was always right. Because Batman, the moment he meets you, it's like that one Batman is wild. Is one comic, or I don't know if it's a comic or animated movie, but Batman put a virus in Cyborg the day he met him, and it was like 15 years later, and he had to activate it because Cyborg was wilding out. And he's like, "Oh, I put a virus in you the day I met you, like 15 years ago," because that's how much he prepares. Because he's like, "This motherfucker gonna wild out, and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing." So put a virus in him now that's dormant, and it was dormant for like 15 years or something like that, and then he activated it when he needed to shut him down.
It makes me wonder, was he like that with everybody? Or?
He is.
Oh,
he has
okay.
a plan to take down every single person
Oh, okay.
in the Justice League.
Okay.
Basically, everybody that he's met, he has a plan to take down. Now that's some creative writing. Because Batman, they say Batman can beat anybody if he has prep time. If it's not their first meeting, he can beat anybody, and that's some plot armor. But
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool because some of it could be, if you think about it in real terms, some of it could be true. Like you could do stuff like that, like the virus thing, and the fact that he got kryptonite. Like he's one of the only people on Earth with kryptonite because he's like, I'm not gonna use it as a weapon against him, but I got it. Like I got it.
I think that
Just in case.
I think that cartoon you sent me was a little unrealistic though.
Which one?
Where you sent me that, right? Where Batman is questioning somebody and Superman's like, all right, let him go. And then Batman grabs Superman and throws him. Like throws him across the room. I think that's unrealistic. He wouldn't be able to do that.
I don't remember that.
You didn't send me that?
I don't think. The only reason it wouldn't be is Superman would let him. That's the thing. Like Superman wouldn't tense up unless he was trying to prove a point. Well, he would do that.
Fall into the table and all of that?
I mean, he wouldn't have to do that, but he may let that happen.
Yeah.
Like he had to let that happen. He's probably shocked.
Okay.
And he was like, what the fuck? Like, and you could write that as how you would want to. Because Superman does that. Like Superman won't fight. Like he's not gonna fight Batman. He's not gonna fight anybody that is a human
He gave him
in
a
full
little,
strength.
He gave him a little nudge and like it threw Batman up against the wall. He like tackled him a little bit.
Yeah, and that's how it was. It's just like Batman versus Superman when he like kind of pushed him, and he like flew through the fucking building, and he's like, "If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead already."
But Batman got him though.
Yeah,
with that
because he had the suit. Yeah, he had the suit, but he also had the kryptonite, the inhale kryptonite.
Yeah,
where he turned him human for a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's the other part.
He still won.
Yeah, for that moment.
Yeah,
because he had kryptonite. If he ain't had kryptonite, though, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah,
but he still wouldn't have killed Batman. Like I don't know how he would have stopped. I guess Batman probably would have ran out of shit to do, and then he would have been like, "Are you all right?" Because he don't get tired. He's not gonna get tired. Like Batman get tired, but Superman won't get tired.
I'm unsure. The way Batman was in that movie, I'm unsure if he wouldn't have killed him. You know?
Oh, he would have killed him.
Yeah, I thought you just said he wouldn't have.
No, I'm saying he wouldn't have been able to if he didn't have kryptonite.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he would have killed him with kryptonite.
Yeah,
he could have. He could have just stabbed him in his heart, and he would have died, just like he did. Like but that's if he had kryptonite.
But you know what?
But the thing is, he could almost always come back.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing, and I'm gonna look at it on Lois, Superman and Lois, but I don't know. In the comics, when Doomsday killed Superman, I don't know if that can be recreated. Like in real time, reading that, looking at that, how I
mean,
felt,
that feeling,
yeah,
nah, like that feeling would never be recreated. Because even in Man of Steel, in Batman vs Superman, that's when it happened, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, like Yeah. Because that's the
Okay.
same. Yeah, that's the same what we're talking about.
Okay.
'Cause that's right after he got done when he said Martha, and he's like, "Hey, you know that name?" And he's like, "Oh, I go get."
Wait, so Doomsday was in that?
Yeah,
Because I don't remember it, but I don't remember it.
yeah. Doomsday was in there.
But it wasn't like the comics.
It wasn't the exact moment, but it was kind of like the comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like, would you say,
I mean, not the feeling.
yeah.
No, I don't think you ever have that feeling.
Yeah.
It was probably that for people that never read the comic and that are big Superman
Yeah.
fans. Because, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
It's just like,
a lot of people don't even know that happened.
yeah. It's like something you don't think can happen.
Yeah.
You
like
know?
Superman dying.
And you feel, I think I felt a little emotional. Like when that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, damn. He killed Superman.
Yeah, like that should never
He
happen.
was ruthless too. Like, and I don't even know if from the previews, from the comic, Doomsday had some personality. Like,
But yeah, they wrote him. Yeah, see this Doomsday in the comics. I think he's been around for a minute at that time when he did that. But this Doomsday was brand new. Like
Okay.
he couldn't even talk.
okay,
Like he couldn't even he was a kid just about like he was a baby to tell you the truth because that's why he started getting the spikes. Like Doomsday is old
yeah,
and Doomsday adapts.
yeah,
And that's what he was doing when he was like, when that electric he was adapting. Every time somebody fucked him up, he would adapt to it.
Yeah,
And that's
but-
why he started growing them spikes and stuff because they were like burning his skin off. So he adapted to it and grew the spikes.
okay.
It's kind of like armor.
But the Doomsday in that movie, was he like the same as the Doomsday in the comics?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
No, because I thought the Doomsday in the comics came from another planet. Yo, it's crazy how stuff be in your mind.
Yeah, your
compared to how it
memory ain't
really look.
shit. Your memory ain't shit. That's why I don't understand why people like that's number one in the court of law, and your memory ain't shit. Like it's the worst thing. Your memory is the worst recall of events.
I mean,
Like cameras, like everything in your life that you remembered didn't happen that way. And that's what's crazy.
Nah.
If you think about it.
nah, some stuff.
No, it didn't happen
Some
that way.
stuff. No, some stuff.
Everything. Everything you remember in your life didn't happen that way.
That's false.
That ain't false.
It is.
It's real.
It's false.
It's not. It's not false. You remember.
I don't understand.
You remember it happening that way.
No,
I'm
that's
saying
how it happened.
You don't remember it happening how it happened in real life. Everything you remember.
If you were
didn't
there,
happen that way.
say something traumatic happened. Something really traumatic.
If something dramatic happened, you really don't remember what happened.
no,
You really don't remember it. Because you take when trauma happens, you take bits and pieces and splice them together. That's why some people don't even remember the actual trauma part. They remember the stuff around it and think that's what gave them trauma. And it's a whole nother thing in there that sometimes comes out in therapy.
Let's test the theory. Let's test the theory.
There's no way we can test it.
Yeah,
we need a third party.
What you mean? Okay, there is, because I can say something that we both experienced at the same time, and you could say, "Oh yeah, that did happen like that." We probably done that, so that disproves.
But it's not. No, it didn't happen exactly like that. Either we might remember it together. Maybe it's something we did together. So we remember a certain part. But I guarantee you somebody that isn't us remembers it totally different. Maybe somebody else that was there.
When we was at the Marino Center, we performed. At some point, I went into the audience and started like performing or hyping up the audience, and came back and joined y'all. Is that how you remember it?
No.
Wait, so you don't? Okay,
I don't remember you going into the audience.
you don't remember that?
No. And that's not to say that it didn't happen,
I know that happened.
but
I don't know.
you may remember it differently
I don't
than
know why you don't remember.
what you well, I mean, it could be my memory too, but like I don't remember much of that night really, like in detail. Like I couldn't tell you exactly what happened. I just remember the one dude, and I don't even remember the circumstance. I just remember one dude telling me my voice is nice, and I didn't know how to take it. I just remember that, but I don't know where it was. I don't know like where we were standing. I don't know what context. Yeah, I don't know what context it was or what. But I just remember the dude. You know, he was like, "You got a nice voice," and I was like, "Thanks." Like I didn't know how he was saying it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was young too, so I probably took it a little different than I would now. Like now, it just wouldn't be nothing to me. Like, all right, thanks, I appreciate it. Because it's like it's funny because I remember how I felt and how I reacted. He might say something totally different. Maybe he's like, "Man, that was ignorant. He looked at me crazy." I don't know. Maybe I did look at him crazy.
Good.
But in my age now, I know that ain't gotta mean nothing. I said that about Miles in Sinners. I was like, damn, he got a nice voice. Like, it ain't gotta be nothing crazy. You know? I mean, it's just when you're young and just had programming.
And it doesn't seem true to me. As far as like, you don't remember anything how it happened?
Not 100%. I'm not saying you can't like remember things happening and those things did happen.
Are you
but
saying
you're not
like,
going to remember 100% of how stuff happened.
Every little thing? Are you saying you're not going to remember every little detail?
I mean, you're not going to nobody's going to remember every little detail, but unless you got photographic memory. But
are you saying that if I recall something's gonna be wrong about how I recall?
Yeah, it's probably more than 98% chance it's something in that that's not how you recall it. Doomsday in the comics was made on Krypton with experimenting with Kryptonians, and you know, in Man of Steel, of course, it was made not Man of Steel. I keep saying Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman was made from Zod's body, but it was still an experiment. But it was Lex making it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's different. Kind of the same.
So I remembered that correctly.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I just knew he came from another planet.
Yeah, you said he came from another planet. He came from Krypton.
Yeah.
He was on Krypton. I guess maybe he was in. I don't remember the exact story how he got to Earth.
He was ruthless, like.
Well, yeah.
He was coming for Superman's head. Like.
He was he killed him.
Yeah.
he killed him.
Like that.
What's funny is how they were saying it's woke and all of that. It's wild to me because you can tell anybody that says this is woke, you know what type of person they are. I think that about anything that people say is woke, you can kind of know what type of person they are. But really, this movie, like the stuff that's happening, I'm like, oh, so you ain't want him to save humans? Like you care that he got empathy? Like oh, that's why he's woke, because he got empathy. Like he cares about people. Like, oh, okay, all righty. And they talked about him being an alien, so I can see why they kind of equated to what's going on now. And they're like, he did that on purpose. Maybe he did it on purpose, but it's still part of the story, and it still makes sense in the story because he's a fucking alien. Like, he's a real alien.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a lot of stuff that I know now why people are like, oh, you're just a bad person. You're just a bad person if you think this is woke.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not a good person because you can see what side people are on. And this is like clear the same story that it's been. Like Superman's story has been the same forever. They just find different ways to write it, different ways to make it visually appealing and interesting. But what I like about James Gunn, that I always liked about James Gunn, is he leans all the way into everything, the source material. Even with Peacemaker, you never watched Peacemaker?
No.
Like, I did not want to watch that. I said it like somebody forced me, but I had no interest in Peacemaker. I didn't really know him like that, other than the movie he was in, and I just didn't have no interest. Then I saw my homegirl. She was in it. I don't know her name. She was in Orange is the New Black. I do know her name, but I forgot it right now. But I saw her in it.
Laverne Cox?
No.
Oh.
No. And John Cena's perfect.
Oh, nice.
Perfect for him. Because I don't think John Cena is like the greatest actor, but I think he's a really good comedic person.
Yeah, he is.
Like he's good at not being serious and making it look natural. I don't, and I don't necessarily think it's like I said, he's not going to be like a dramatic act. I think he's getting better though. And I think he might surprise people in the future if he takes like a serious role. I think he might, because he's definitely, this is helping. Like just like anything else, like you do it and you get better at it. But yeah, after watching that shit was so fucking funny and good. The stuff is fucking outrageous, some of the shit, but James Gunn don't care. We lean all the way into the source material. Like this is a fucking comic book. Danielle Brooks. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name. When I saw her in it, I was like, oh, I want to watch it now.
Yeah, and I definitely think John Cena can do drama. I think I can see that. When John Cena first started acting, it just seemed like there was The Rock, who was like the best wrestler turned actor ever. Ever. And then
but I think these guys are coming up.
Yeah,
like
no.
Batista and,
Yeah, I mean, The Rock is The Rock.
Yeah, but I think
John
personally,
Cena,
I think Batista acts better than The Rock. I know The Rock is a bigger star than Batista, but I seen Batista in some serious stuff, and I think he acts better than The Rock.
Okay. I like him in Guardians in the Galaxy.
Yeah, he's
and I
comic
liked
relief
him
in
I forget what the name of the movie is, but it was him when he was in the movie with the little girl. He was protecting the little girl and the mom?
Batista?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw that.
And then there's a part 2 of that too.
Yeah,
but
I
haven't
did
seen
see
the
that.
second part. When I first seen John Cena, I was like, okay, like, but now he's come a long way, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
To where like he would be like in what seemed like B movies. Now he's in.
Yeah, he's definitely in more. I mean, Peacemaker got a lot of critically acclaim, and it got a lot of viewership. I think that's why they got a second season. But it was funny, violent, and kind of had heart. Like it was weird because he's like a oblivious. Peacemaker's just like oblivious. His dad's like racist. He's not, but he was raised by his dad, so you can kind of like see. I mean, and all this is supposed to be in the story, like it's like that, but he's trying to be better.
One thing is out when I watched the Superman trailer that kind of was like made me unsure if I want to see it, is because I saw Superman punch somebody, and it just I don't know how should I say this. How did you feel about the special effects and the fighting and the?
Oh, they were fine to me.
Okay.
Yeah, they were good.
Were they as good as in Man of Steel? Was the fighting as good as Man of Steel fighting?
I think it was.
Okay.
It was definitely different effects, but I think both did a good job at showing like his strength. I think in Man of Steel though, it was just much more darker.
Yeah.
Man of Steel was just darker.
It just seemed realistic.
Man of Steel was just darker. I mean, that's one of the criticisms of the Snyderverse is how dark it is. But like I said, it's the gambit. But most of the time, Superman comics were lighter than Batman comics. A lot of times when they were darker, besides for the few storylines, it was when he was teaming up with other darker characters.
Would you say that in the comics, when you're looking at a Superman comic, different issues can be could be different. Like there could be a different tone.
Yeah, of course. It depends on what they're dealing with. Yeah. And different storylines had different tones. But overall, Superman comics were lighter, and like Batman comics were like the darker comics. So that's one of the jokes that they always tell with Metropolis. Metropolis is always like nice, and you got Superman flying around, and Gotham's like fucking crime central. And it's just Batman, and he beating the shit out of people and not giving a fuck. And that's how it always been for the most part, except when they teamed up. And also, it's kind of like Spider-Man. I equate Superman to Spider-Man because they have some of the similar, even though Spider-Man is not as powerful, Spider-Man is very powerful. One of the more powerful people in Marvel. But he's always holding back. He's always concerned with killing people. He's always concerned with collateral damage. Like that's why he wears people up so much. Because he could punch a motherfucker's head off, which he fucked Captain America up just to let him know one time. And like even in the movie in Civil War when they was fighting, I know some people were mad because they're like he would fuck Captain America up, but he's new. And he's holding back because he's never fought him before. Just like when Bucky tried to punch him and he grabbed his arms like, damn, you got a metal arm. And people were like, he's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm strong as shit. And I punched you with all my might and you just stopped my hand, was like, damn, like, you got a metal arm. Like, I like that because they did kind of show, even though Bucky, like Captain America, none of the super soldiers are any match for Spider-Man. But that's the reason Spider-Man gets beat a lot. One of the few reasons. I mean, he fights superpowered people that are more than him. Like, he fought the Hulk, and he actually won. But there was, like, technicality. Like, they fought for a long-ass time. And he wouldn't have won against the Hulk if the Hulk didn't want him to win. And the Hulk let him beat him up one time, too, because I think he lost Aunt. I think it was when Aunt May died or something. So the Hulk just let him beat him up. Like, because he was so fucking pissed. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because from the movies, what you're saying about Spider-Man, how strong he is, I don't necessarily get that.
They tried like with the car, like when he caught the car and stuff like that, and when he caught the at the airport when Captain America fucked that thing up and he caught it. That thing, that's the walkway when you get on a plane.
Okay.
Like he basically just caught that shit like choo, and that shit is like tons and tons. Like this shit is all metal and long as hell. So they tried to showcase it, but he also was brand new. He had his power for 6 months. So I don't even think he knows how strong he is right now. Like a seasoned Spider-Man ain't too many people beating, no matter how strong they are, because he's also agile as hell, and his spider sense, you can't touch him because of his spider sense.
But he ain't up there with Superman.
Not strength wise, no, not strength wise. But they act similar. They're similar personalities because they're always concerned with other people. They're always concerned with like the little people. Like they look at everybody the same. They have that type of mentality. Like they're like Boy Scouts. I think that's what they always call Superman, Boy Scout. That's what Batman always called him. Because, they don't want nobody killed. And I was saying that to say the comics wise, it's like Spider-Man teamed up with Punisher a lot. And that's why when they announced that Punisher's gonna be in the new Spider-Man movie, I didn't think twice about it. And people was like, how's that gonna work? And I'm like, well, Punisher, and they said that they're gonna tone Punisher down a little. But that's what happened. Punisher would go into Spider-Man comics and they would tone it down. Because you can't, people that they looked at, the people that looked at those comics as two different audiences. But now they're combining the audiences. So they're like, people that like Spider-Man don't want to see this guy shooting up every damn body, blowing up everybody and fucking stabbing them and shit. Like in his comic, his is dark as fuck. Like, he just killed criminals. That's all he did. So his comic was dark. So when they teamed up, and vice versa, like Spider-Man got a little dark sometimes when he teamed up with him in his comic. It's all the writer, if you want to be honest. You know what I mean? I mean, they don't really give him any direction. Like there's writers that did shit that motherfuckers that created these characters like, what the fuck? Like why? Like why did you do that? But because they let them go a lot of times in these comics. That's another reason I'm as long as you get the core shit right, I'm not gonna be fixated on if this story really happened in the comics or not. I'm just not.
Has there ever been a Marvel DC crossover?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. There was I think they had a big war. I don't know if it's retconned. I don't know if it's which meaning, a retcon mean. Probably not. That's nerd shit. But that's when they do something later and it becomes like part of the history.
Okay.
Like they might come out with something maybe last year they might came out with a storyline just like with the kid where he has a kid now and that's considered law. Like he always had a kid. Like it's not. So they call it retcon, where I don't know where that term comes from. I never knew where that term came from, but it just like changes the story. Like like the origin or whatever that story was is no longer. Like that's not real. Like, so going forward, this is how it always been.
I wonder what happened when in the Marvel DC crossover, and I wonder if possibly we'll ever get we may get that one day. I wonder.
Probably not.
No.
Nah. I think it's just too many in the pot. It's hard to do. I think it might have been when they did it, it might have just been like a special or a graphic novel or something.
Okay.
And they do that one-off like stories. There may be like a few comics or whatever. But I think in the movie world, it's just so hard. It's like what's happening with Spider-Man and stuff. And Kevin Feige just had to come out and say, unless he's lying, which I wouldn't put it past him, but he said they're not allowed to use Miles until the third Spider-Man comes out, which ain't coming out until 2028 now, I think. And it got pushed back again. But yeah, Sony was like, don't touch Miles until that third movie is done out in the ether or whatever. And then after that, I don't know if they'll get the rights back, maybe.
Wait. So Into the Spider-Verse, those movies, is that Marvel?
Yeah. Well, that's Sony, but it's in association with Marvel.
Oh.
But it's all connected. But that's why Sony was saying, Sony basically, they struck the deal so they could have Spider-Man in the Marvel universe. But they're like, there's still a lot of stuff off limits. Like a lot of his enemies are off limits, like Kraven and Chameleon, all those, the Sinister Six. It's surprising that they let the third one be what it was, but that was a collaboration of everybody, all the studios.
But why? Why are they holding back? Why in particular?
Well, they still own the rights. They still technically own the rights. They just leased them back to Marvel. But Sony still own the rights. I don't know if they're ever going to give Spider-Man up. Just makes too much money. Even though they had a string of failures with Madam Web, that bullshit. I watched that movie. I think I popped a gummy. I had to be high when I watched that shit because that was some bullshit.
Sony production.
Kraven was okay for what it was, but it wasn't Kraven. Like that wasn't Kraven, the Hunter, like the one I know. But,
so Marvel had nothing to do with it.
No, that was all Sony, and they all failed, like bad. I think Madam Web, and that was word of mouth. I feel bad because of the actors in it. I like all the actors, all the women that are in there. I like that story. I like, but Madam Web without Spider-Man is weird anyway, because she was, I forget, she did something big with Spider-Man. For Spider-Man. Kraven was weird, but it was kind of like an origin story, so I could understand not having Spider-Man in it, because when he meets Spider-Man, like he's Kraven. Like he's already Kraven. He's already Kraven the Hunter. He already trying to hunt the best people possible. He's like the Predator, basically.
Okay.
He's trying to find the most sport. Like he just fucking hunts people for sport. So that's why he gets interested in Spider-Man, and he comes to New York because he's like, oh, this dude is gonna be a challenge. So I kind of understand, but they still didn't do that movie right. They tried some cool shit in that movie though, and I respect it. And dude, I like that dude that played Craven. And that's the dude that played I think the first movie I seen him in was Kick-Ass. And it's wild seeing him because he's older and he's fucking big as hell now. I mean, Craven, he gotta be big. But
So the guy that was in the green suit?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the main dude. So he's Craven. I kind of hope they brought him back because I did like his performance. I think some of the writing was shitty, but I think that was the writing. I don't think it was him. I think it was the writing.
If that could happen one day, that would be crazy. Like Superman, you know what I mean? With the Marvel characters, like Batman in there. That would be
weird. That would be wild.
Yeah.
But I also, that would be hard too. But there's so many studios. Like these people, I don't know. It's hard for them to work together.
That would make so
big
much
studios. Like these are big studios. You know how you see a movie come on and it'd be like 8 different, like domain, and it'd be different. Excuse me. It'd be like different little side studios and stuff like that help out. But these are like big ass studios. Like you got WB, who, giant conglomerate. You got Sony. You got Marvel now in the mix, which all are like giant ass studios. I think they would just be in there fighting, trying to figure out who's getting more play time, who's showing up more.
That's a lot. And then like whose characters come out on top.
Yeah, like they would be like, I don't want my character to lose,
right?
Because then that hurt future movies or the storyline. If it's gonna be all connected, it's gotta be all connected because Marvel's all connected. So everything they do is connected.
But
now
it'll have to be a thing where we defeat evil together.
we defeat somebody super evil, but then that's like a one-off and a waste of a enemy. That's the other thing.
But then it's like the characters gotta clash at some point, and then who?
Yeah, it's too many personalities.
Who comes out looking better?
I like I said, I respect both movies for what they were, and Man of Steel was definitely more realistic, more taking itself more serious.
So, what was your rating of that?
Man of Steel? Probably 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, it had like 1.
So you say that's better than this one?
It's better for me.
Okay.
Like Man of Steel is my favorite movie, but that's the thing. Like I can like Man of Steel a whole lot. It's my favorite Superman movie, and still like this. Like it's a weird thing online, and I do think it's a lot more than it is. It's a lot more online than it is, but you see people that's they're just arguing what's the better movie. Like Man of Steel is better than me, but this is not a bad movie. It's a good movie actually. It's not. There's some issues in Man of Steel that I didn't like, some stuff, and there's some stuff in here that I didn't like.
What didn't you like in Man of Steel?
Well, one of the things was the fact that he didn't give a fuck. But then again, that could be contributed. And then again, you could, like I said, you could make your own excuses or whatever you want to call it to why that was. Like he was brand new. Maybe he's not realizing what the fuck the damage he's gonna cause. Like all of that is valid if people say that. But I just didn't like that. I didn't like that because he never would do that. Like he would never, like he would have took him somewhere else or as much as possible tried to avoid all of that damage. It seemed like in Man of Steel that he didn't give a fuck like why he was fighting. And like I said, it could have been just because he was new. He was new Superman. He didn't realize what was going on. He ain't never fought nobody that was as powerful as him.
Like, if Zod and them was just coming to Earth and just discovering their powers on Earth, was it realistic that they fought so well? Like
Well, it was because they were trained. Like he wasn't trained.
Yeah.
Superman wasn't trained.
But
And that's the thing,
but
like
were they
Zod
trained
and them.
with powers?
No, they weren't trained with powers, but they were trained individuals.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody that's in the army versus somebody that's not at all. Like somebody that went through the training of the army could probably go get dropped in somewhere with stuff that they've never used before, military stuff, but it's stuff they never used or never, but they probably would still be able to figure out how to use it and how to incorporate it into what they were doing versus somebody that ain't never trained at all. Like they were just soldiers, period. So even though it took him a little bit to get acclimated, he acclimated quick.
Yeah.
Unlike, Clark didn't as a child. Like he didn't acclimate quick because he was growing up in it.
Right.
So yeah, it fucked him up at first, but then he learned how to fuck. So you said you heard Tyler the Creator's album.
Yeah.
What you think
Don't
about
Tap
it?
the Glass. I like it. I like it.
I haven't heard it yet, but you can speak freely. It's not spoilers.
Yeah, I like it. It's up tempo or like also some singing on there. It's good. It's like a dance. It's like a up tempo like dance, but hip hop dance album.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw him say that he had a free concert and he made everybody leave their phones outside or however they do it. And he said it was the first time in a long time that he seen people like dancing and getting into it. And that's why he made this album, because he said he doesn't see that. Just people be on their phones and at concerts or whatever. And he said he wanted to get back to having fun, which I think is pretty dope. I think that's pretty dope.
Me too.
I couldn't get into the album in the car. I told you that. I tried to listen to it. I just think for me, it's not an album that I can listen to while driving. But I did say it might become if I start listening to it more in the house. But I ain't hear it yet. I heard like three songs. But I'm gonna take some time and listen to the whole thing.
I like the music on there, beats, the music, and just the song arrangement and basically everything he does on there. It's 29 minutes.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, but it's a good listen. It's a good listen.
No, that's cool. That's cool because I don't know if I could take any longer. Then it might get tired. Maybe that's why he did it like that. Yeah, that's dope. I like his rollout. Which basically was non-existent. It was kind of like, oh, tomorrow is gonna be some music, and if y'all want it, and I thought it was just a song when I saw it because I didn't see that it was an album. He just like released one of the songs or a part of the song. It was like music coming tomorrow, and I just thought it was a new song. I said maybe it's a new song he doing. And then what popped up 14 years ago, popped up on my YouTube, was him and Pusha T when they did the collab. And I remember back then saying, damn, that's like an odd collab. But it was a dope ass song. Trouble on My Mind. I always like that song.
What album is that on?
It might have been one of the Re-Up Gang mixtapes or something, yeah. But it was a while ago. I don't know if it's on an official album, but I think it might have been during Pusha's mixtape run. Yeah. You saw anything about South Park?
No.
They did a whole episode for Donald Trump.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and hilarious. And basically what happened is you heard about Colbert getting canceled?
Yeah.
Because basically he was bringing to light the alleged bribery or look like bribery. So then he gets canceled by Paramount. Paramount paid $1.5 billion for South Park like a couple weeks ago to have the rights streaming on Paramount Plus, like exclusively. So that's the only place you can watch it. First show of the new season last night. The whole show is about Donald Trump and the Epstein files, and it had like parts where he was in bed with Satan and talking about the Epstein files. And Satan's like, "Are you in the files or what? We can't be together if you are." Like, and I was like, "Yo, they don't give a fuck." And then they had it's a lot of layers to it because Paramount also struck a deal, or one of their parent companies alleged to run pro-Trump ads on their platform. So in the show, they had ads, pro-Trump ads, and it was basically had the real Trump's head on like a fake body. And they said Trump was pissed today. He was pissed today. I didn't see the whole episode. I'm definitely going to watch it now before they take it off of there.
That makes me want to watch it. That's on Paramount Plus, you said?
Yeah. But I just thought it was dope. I don't know what they thought. Like the two dudes that do South Park, they don't give a fuck. Like in 2000, which is what, 25 years ago, they came to the Oscars in dresses, and they said they were high on LSD at the time. And they like don't give a fuck. Like, and that was in 2000. You know, before people, that was really shocking for people.
Wait, so they got 1.5 billion
With
for
a
it
B
to be streamed on
to be
Paramount
exclusive rights, and that's not even. They ain't even sell it. Like, it's still theirs.
Yeah.
Like, they can still do what they want.
Yeah.
This money is just so they can just put it on there because they would make so much money going to all these other companies. So that's why it's valued at that. You know, because they could go to all the streaming service and get money from everybody. But they're like, nah. So Paramount wanted it exclusive. So they're like, all right, cool. But y'all know what y'all getting. I mean, the contract is already done. Like, it's over. Like, they got that. So they can do whatever they want.
That's got to be like the first deal of its kind.
I don't know if it's the first deal of its kind, but there's been a lot of exclusive rights.
1.5 billion.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, to tell you the truth. Like, if it's a first deal of its kind, because there's a few shows, but their parent own, like, a lot of the companies own the network those shows are on, so they have different type of deals. But I mean, Paramount did own Comedy Central, or they bought maybe they bought Comedy Central before, and so they had some of the rights, but I don't think they had exclusive rights. They were at San Diego Comic Con, and they had asked them why they was on stage. They was like, "Did y'all expect to get this fanfare?" And he was like, I'm very sorry." He just started laughing. You know, he's just being facetious. He's like, "I would like to apologize." He's like, "I'm very sorry." Everybody was cracking up. Cause I like that though, because it seems like everybody's scared of Trump, like, and what he's gonna do. The news, even, you know, it seems like they don't want to report correctly on stuff because they scared they're gonna get fired. You see what happened to Colbert, even though they'll say that ain't why, but 3 days after he said that, like, he's fired, canceled.
Jon Stewart.
He's next. That's what Trump said.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Trump said all of them. He said Jon Stewart. He was like, he named like 3 different ones, and was like, they're all gone. Crazy shit. What's cool is, you know, Josh is hosting the Daily Show.
I saw that. Yeah. I clicked the clip to check him out, and he was good.
Yeah, he was doing a good job.
Yeah.
I thought he would be. Like, he could be the you know, he could be the normal host. And I know people were saying, I remember when they first announced it last week, and everybody was like, "Oh man, we gonna miss his YouTube stand-ups." Man, he still got 2 on there this week. Like, I'm like, this dude working. Like, he working. I don't know when he recorded it, but still, he still posted up to date shit too. Like, talking about up to date shit.
Yeah. And what I read, he's one of the hosts. Right
Yeah. He's in rotation. Yeah. That's what they've been doing. That's what they were doing before Jon Stewart came back, and then they started doing it like periodically. I was mad Roy didn't get a shot. I think he did very good too.
Who?
Roy, black dude that's on the Daily Show.
Oh, Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah. He I I think he did a really good job when he hosted it.
Okay.
He was one of the best out of that rotation when they were doing it before Jon Stewart came back, and they were looking for like a permanent host. And I think he got upset that they didn't even like ask him. Like they had him, I think, host like a couple days or something, and that was it. And they didn't even ask him. And me, I think he did the best out of all those people that were guests. You know, Jon Stewart's Jon Stewart, so he's gonna do a good job regardless. But yeah, I thought they should have gave him a bigger shot. I think he left because of that. I think Roy left because of that.
Oh.
Yeah, or somewhat. Maybe there's other shit going on. That was like the last straw. Like, you know, you see your worth. That's what he said. He was like, you know, nobody can see my worth. Like, I don't want to stay to a place, which is understandable. Sometimes you got to bet on yourself.
He said that about that show.
He said it. He didn't say what he was talking about, but he just was talking on live, and he had said that. Like, I'm not sure if he explicitly said that's why I left, but it seemed that way, and he ain't seemed to deny it, you know. Yeah, Josh Johnson, he don't even tell normal jokes. Like, he basically tells a story that is funny. Like, that's basically what he does.
Yeah.
Tells a story about stuff that's really happening in the world, and it just happens to be funny. Like the way he tells it, or he'll slip a joke in there, but he don't really. And I love his timing, and it's the timing how he ties back stuff. Like he'll do a long story about like his childhood, and it'll be like, and this is how Trump and such is feeling. I like when he does that shit.
Me too.
That shit is dope.
And
it's almost like writing a song.
That might have been unless he did something different earlier on, but in the specials, his past specials, because I listened to him years ago. And you know, before he went on this current run, and that may have been his style always.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff I saw, I think you've seen him before I did.
I do enjoy his more current stuff, because I think I said this before, might have been on here, but the stuff before was just, it might have been his real life. He might have been talking about his real life, but it was like too self-deprecating to me. Like, he would tell a story of being assaulted or bullied. And he would and he would not come out the victor of that story.
He always does that though. He does that now. Like, I like that though, because this is vulnerability. Like when he said something where somebody was fighting, he was like, "Look at me." He was like, I wasn't fighting. Like, you know, I wasn't fighting. He's like, not me. He said, I'm the most unmanly person here. He's like, so, but I like the way he tells that. Like, when
I don't
he does
mind that, but there was one time he was telling this story where this bully, like, I don't know if I'm right, but he lifted him up and his head hit the ceiling fan. It was like, it just was like, man.
Yo, that sounds wild.
He was like, yeah, and he did this to me and this, and it's like, it wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny because somehow I think the audience would usually want the comic to be the hero in the story somehow, you know? And I just remember that, and it just wasn't like that at all.
Yeah.
It just sounded like, damn. You know?
See, I look at it like it's funny. If he's telling it to be funny. So
I might find that and send it to you.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Sounds funny to me.
Cause I'm like, cause you know how,
like, I can imagine. I'm picturing somebody lift somebody up into a ceiling fan. That shit sounds hilarious to me. Like, just that visual. Like that, it just looks funny. It looks like a comedy, you know, like a comedy bit that you would see on a sitcom or something.
Yeah, but if he him describing it as his real life experience, like it don't sound funny. You know what I mean? To me,
Yeah.
to me, like you really were bullied. Like you're making it funny now.
Yeah, he's fine with it now.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm cool. He done turned it into jokes. I'm sure that bully somewhere not wondering.
Yeah, I'm happy he's doing well now.
Yeah, he cracked the code. That's what happens. Like I'm sure it's mad comedians that's like, damn. You know what I mean? Because they've been trying to do this shit like he's doing it for a long time. And he was trying to do it for a long time. Like, it ain't like he was overnight.
Yeah.
But he just cracked the code and realized what it was. Like, he doing this once a week stand-up thing or whatever, like having a new stand-up. I mean, sometimes it's twice a week. Like, having a new stand-up every week on new topics and new things. Like, yeah, it's more work.
It makes sense.
But
with the internet and everything, it makes sense.
It's geared exactly for the internet.
Yeah.
Like how people watch it. And it's all over after that. And you can't really, it's everywhere, so you can't really use that same material. You might incorporate, kind of in different parts, like different stories or whatever, but
and if you think about these shows and the things he talks about and how he does it, it's like perfect for him to be a host of the comedy of
Daily Show.
the Daily Show.
You did one of my numbers. You had a brain fart. I saw you shit. Your shit was smoking right now.
Yeah.
You was in the deep trenches. You was in fourth grade again back there. You was like,
I'm like, am I right? What is it called?
yo, for real. I saw you. Your shit was there. I know how that feels. I know exactly where you was at. Be in your brain, like, where's it at? I know it's somewhere up there. Like,
But that's like how I felt about Trevor Noah too. Like,
yeah, he was the same way.
yeah,
Like his stand up, the way his stand up was, like the politicalness of it, all that stuff. And I think with Josh, it might have just had the perfect storm. Like with all this shit happening now, with everything with Trump, everything he did. Like Trump writes itself just about. Like the shit he's doing, it's not funny, but it is funny. Like when you talk about it comedically, I mean, it's crazy because it's so out there. A lot of this shit. So a lot of this shit that's happening just almost writes itself. So you just gotta add your little, not saying it's easy, but you gotta add your little whatever in there. And everybody can't do that. You see people every day trying online, and it's not working. So. Yeah, I think just everything is just came together.
Yeah.
And working. Like being able to do that. I'm sure there's people looking at that like, yo, how the fuck? I'm looking at it like, how the fuck? I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
Like just thinking of writing.
How does he do that?
Yeah. And thinking about, I'm thinking about it again from my perspective, from me. Like thinking of me being in that position. I'm not a comedian for one. I'm not going to be able to write jokes like that. And I'm not as comfortable on stage. I wouldn't be as comfortable as he is on stage. I'm sure it's from time. But
I wasn't thinking about from my perspective. I was thinking about it from a comedian's perspective, where you hear it takes them a year and a lot of working out to get a set, a special, an hour's worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's doing that.
I think, and the other thing I think he has that helps him is a lot of these sets are longer. So he can tailor it for YouTube. Not saying that is bad in other parts, but like a lot of comedians, what they do, and this is the thing that I couldn't understand what he was doing, like how he was doing it. Because a lot of comedians will we'll go to these different stand-up circuits and just try shit, and then they get their specials from different jokes that work. Like everything don't work, but for him it just seems like his form of comedy, like the telling of the stories, all that, like it works all the time. It seems like as long as it's crafted right, and I guess he's just a good writer. Like he's just crafting it. He might have a partner. I don't know, like if he has a writing partner or whatever, but like just crafting this stuff, he seems very good at. So, like other comedians, like even Chris Rock, I hear even now, like when he goes to these different circuits, like he'll just try shit won't work, shit won't be funny. Like those people that said he's said numerous times, like, oh, I gotta cut that shit out. Like, you know, I gotta cut that shit out when I do my special. Like he just trying shit on stage, just trying to get everything.
I wonder if Josh Johnson being a writer helps. He's a writer.
Yeah,
he's been a writer.
I'm sure
for the Daily
for the Daily Show. Yeah. I'm sure it does. Like he just seems to have that gift of writing. Period. And I'm sure that helps out.
But another part of it is like, if you're doing 1 or 2 of these a week, how do you just you just doing it so flawlessly? Like, I guess maybe
I think
it's
he
the
has a
style,
formula,
because it's like you're kind of talking through it. But it seems so. It don't seem like he's making it making it up as he goes. It seems like,
I think he's writing everything out.
Oh, okay.
Like I think he's coming up with everything.
Yeah.
And then going out there and doing it. I mean, you'll see him go off, and I think all comedians do, like go off the track and start talking about other stuff or laughing at something the audience said. I think good comedians can do that and still get back to, and he does.
Yeah.
Like he does it well.
Yeah. Reaction real time to whatever's going on.
Yeah.
And it goes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was watching something last week, one of his stand-ups. I mean, you know, one of the weekly ones. And what was he talking about? He was talking about something that was happening in the news, some current event. But somebody from the audience was yelling or something. And they yelled out something. And he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, I know that. And they just start talking about that. And then he goes back to his story, but it didn't seem like he went back to his story in an organic way. Like it wasn't like, oh, let me get back to my joke, you know? And I don't know how much editing that is, because that could be too, because he's posting this stuff on YouTube, and this is stuff he's recording for stand-ups that he's doing at different clubs. So he might, you know, it might be less smooth in the clubs, because I do see some cuts.
I didn't get that.
I do see cuts.
Because it looked to me like, this is where I am, this city, at this time, and this is the whole
No, yeah, that is it.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, he might not be showing that whole thing. Like, he could cut out parts, and I've seen cuts in it. Okay. Like, while it's going. I mean, he does it. He probably doesn't do it often, and it doesn't look terrible. Like, they look seamless. I don't know if it's like him stopping. It's big gaps or something. Maybe they cut it to be less gaps. I know a lot of people do that because people's attention span. But I mean, that's not taking away from anything that he's doing. Like it's crazy what he's doing.
Yeah. We didn't do a review of Clipse's album. We talked about it, but we hadn't really listened to it a lot when we talked about it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, like, as I was telling you, I think it deserves 5 mics, like a perfect score. Although, to me, there's only a couple of songs that I don't think are as good as the rest of the album, but the rest of the album is so good, so great, I still would give it 5 mics.
Yeah. And it's funny because I feel the same way, but I feel it about different songs than you when we talked about it. But I agree. I said it one day, a couple days after I listened to it like 10 times in a row. And I was like, yeah, if the source was still the source, this would be 5 mics.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that could be like for Benzino. I was thinking, oh, that could be a way for him.
That could be his comeback.
Yeah.
If he gave him 5 mics.
Yeah, like
I don't even know if they fuck with each other.
Just if he like, even on social media, if he can put a team together
and be objective.
Yeah. I think
because he fucked up the source, and because he wasn't objective, he basically bought it just to shit on Eminem at that time.
But I think even if you develop a social media preference or a podcast or something,
He might have that now, but I don't know. I know he's online, he's on social media, but
because that's still a thing that people reference. Like,
yeah, it's always gonna be referenced. Like that's classic. You know, like the source was the Bible, the hip hop Bible, basically at one point.
but yeah, I definitely like. I think that album, Let God Sort Them Out. I think that a lot of the production is wonderful. Like, and then the rapping, the bars, the lines, and then the story. There's a story there. Like, there's or different parts of a story, but it's their story.
Yeah.
But and then like that last song, how it caps it off, like, like,
You know what? I think to me, Malice is better than he's ever been on this album, and he needed that. Like, he needed to be away. He needed to be through all this because it's a different style. It's a different, it's the same style as he always had, but just his subject matter, the stuff he talks about. Of course they're older, so they're going to talk about other stuff other than coke, but they still talk about that too. It's a part of their lives, so they still talk about it, but it's just a different type of talking about it. And even with him, it's a lot more insightful to me. Like it's a lot more measured, the stuff he's talking about and how he's talking about it. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm expressing it right, but I just never. I've always been a Pusha T fan, even when the Clipse. Like, but I definitely see. There's a lot of people saying that Malice is better on this album than Push, and even though I can't even say he was better. They seem like equals.
Okay.
Like to me, they're like equals. They definitely got slightly different styles of rapping, and writing, but it seems like more than ever on this album, they're like I don't care who I'm hearing. Like I'm cool with both. Like whoever I'm hearing. On the whole thing, like whoever, even the features. Like the features is dope.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see. I said that before, but it was good to hear Ab Lava and Glorious Bastards, which I love that song. But it's good to hear him. It's good. Stove God killed it on FICO. Like that shit.
I like
that hook.
Tyler's verse. I like Nas.
Yeah, Tyler's verse, Nas verse.
Who do you think
beat switch up?
Who do you think? One person immediately came to mind.
Not that close.
But who do you think Tyler was talking about when he said, "I've come to terms with something like I'll probably outgrow."
Kanye was the first person I thought about.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that's who he's talking about. But that's who I thought he was talking about.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I know exactly what you were saying. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I knew exactly what you was talking about, that part, because that's exactly the first person I thought about when I heard him say that.
Yeah, me too.
I think he said it wasn't, but I don't know.
Oh, he did?
I'm not sure because I didn't see the whole statement, but I was like, but he was like, before y'all assholes run with it, it's not about anybody that you know or something. He said something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know. He could have been, it might be about a couple people in his life. Like, who knows? Guy, he might be one of them he's talking about, but he just don't want to explicitly say that. Maybe I don't know. Pusha don't care because Pusha is like, I'm done with it. He's like, I'm done with Kanye.
I wonder if I should give credit to. I seen a review of Clipse's album by Anthony Fantano, and he just, I don't know, because really, I've ingested more or taken in more in my last listen of the album than I ever did before. Partly because I watched that review and certain things he was saying, and he talked about that last song and what it was about.
Yeah.
You know, and like, so it made me digest the album differently.
Okay.
Now, to me, as a hip hop fan, without even knowing everything that they've said on the album, clearly, I can listen to the way they're rapping, and like I can understand some of the stuff they're rapping about and the music, and see the greatness in it. But if I really want to go even deeper, I can like sit down and like look at all the lyrics as they're rapping, and really take it in that way.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I equate this album kind of like Sinners. That's kind of the way you can watch Sinners to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be as deep or as shallow as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could just be a vampire movie with a period piece, or you can get into the intricacies of all the stuff and what everything means that they're talking about, and all the interactions of the characters and the dialogue. And that you can go as deep as you want, really, because there's a lot of imagery, a lot of stuff in there that I think was in there on purpose. But I don't think you have to enjoy it. Like you can just watch it for a movie. And I think that's the same way with this album, because it's just good music for one.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit is deep. Like a lot of stuff they talking about is deep shit.
But I think what lent to me saying it deserves 5 mics partly is because I understood more of what they were saying, like especially the last song, and then you look at I think what you were saying before is they talked about different aspects of the lifestyle that they're describing, like all aspects of it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and I think that's important. Like really, it seems from the outside looking in, from how they tell it, it really happened to them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, from, all accounts of people that knew him, then, like, they...
And what legal... Well, I don't know how much I want to say about that, but, I mean, they say it on the album, what happened to people they were close to.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I mean, that's on the record.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that are kingpins that are locked up and dead, and, stuff that can be traced to them. And as far as not them doing it, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like they knew the people were in business with them people. So from accounts of people that was there around that time, I mean, I ain't never doubt Push's, both of their stories, but Pusha was the one that kept going. So, just hearing that.
That's interesting to me. Just how rappers do that. They say, I did this, and what's that covered under freedom of speech? Like,
no, they can use that just like they use people's music
or
in
maybe
court.
it's
the thing is statute of limitations is probably up.
Okay.
Because there's statute of limitations for drug dealing.
Okay.
Like murder, there's not a statute of limitations, so I don't, they might say it in a roundabout way, but the artists that have said that they've killed people and really did, a lot of them are locked up because they've used their song or whatever against them. Which rightfully so, if you're gonna be that dumb and say that shit word for word and describe exactly what you're doing. But that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things. When Jay-Z said that one song, when he's like, I leak out what the statute of limitations allow me, and he ain't say exactly like that because I can't remember the fucking lyric. Of course, you probably heard it 50,000 times, but that's basically what he was saying. So if you're that detailed and you were that kind of successful, you kind of know how to navigate even in rapping. And I always felt that way with Clipse as a whole. Like they always seemed like they really navigated the shit and knew what to say, what not to say.
Like they said they sent Jay-Z every song, and like
and he ain't get on.
And I
thought for sure that Jay-Z was gonna have a verse on there.
Yeah, I did too. But I was just wondering if the reason was like he just got a lot going on right now.
Probably.
And maybe what I mean, like maybe he don't wanna, maybe he's watching what he say. Maybe. But then if you look at God did, like he ain't really do too much of watching what he said on there, did it? Right?
That was a while ago though.
That wasn't that, but it wasn't that long. He was a billionaire still.
Oh, you talking that? Oh, I don't think that matters.
Like his business?
Yeah, I don't think that matters. I thought you meant like with the legal stuff he was going through.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. He could have been preoccupied.
That could have been. That's what I was thinking. Like that could have been.
Yeah.
More so what was happening. I mean, he may be a little more measured, just because of his maturity. But I don't think he would have not went on there.
Well, I think it's also
like it.
I think also it's a different thing of in the past I said this thing, but to be connected in business with different entities now, and him to be saying that now
444 like he could have just if they sent him every song, he could have got on the song and had a more meaningful verse or something other than that. Like he ain't have to have nothing crazy.
Because he could have fit right in on that last. He could have fit right in probably on a lot of songs on this album. But
I think he would have, he would have fit in great,
especially on that last song.
That's Pharrell.
Yeah.
That's like a lure. I could get a lure too.
That's what Joe Budden said.
What?
That it sounded like that. Like it sounded like a lure.
Yeah. To me. That's wild.
And that Nas feature is perfect, bro.
Yeah. Nas talking.
And you know what? I was thinking about like what you said about like, I guess in the art way it could have made sense, but when you said that maybe they couldn't wait for Kendrick to shoot the video for
Chains and Whips. Whips and Chains.
Yeah. And I was thinking about, but I mean like they could have waited, and whenever
if he didn't, but they probably wanted to put it out right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were thinking this way, but to put the video out now helps them in promotion and getting those first week's numbers high as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need you need a visual.
And that would have been fire if they had him, but
yeah, I wonder if they're gonna say why. I mean, I would just assume that he was busy. Yeah, and he couldn't. They couldn't wait for him. But I wonder if they're just gonna tell the story.
They couldn't have flown out wherever he was. Let's shoot this right here.
Nah, they was probably like, we ain't doing all that. They like, we busy too. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We doing all this shit too. Was the song that I was gonna hear, so I wasn't as excited because I heard it like mad times before because it was at the fashion show. They had played it, and I just remember hearing the whole thing. Like, and I never realized that was the song that they were talking about. I thought it was a brand new song. So when I heard it, that's a song I skip. Not saying I skip it because it's bad or it's not a great song. It's just that I hear it too much, so I skip it a lot. Like, I already heard it a lot. So I just be like, bloop. And it's weird because I like the song and I think it's a dope ass song. But I just, it just doesn't hold any impact for me now. So I'm like, let me get to the other shit.
I mean, for me, it's like I can still enjoy it because I didn't listen to it in the way that I didn't listen to it that deeply when it first came out, and it wasn't the audio wasn't the best, I think.
Yeah,
when it wasn't. Before.
It wasn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely sounds better.
When it comes to Tyler the Creator, I've been diving back into his older music, and I realized I like most of it. Like he has 8 albums. I pretty much like so far from what I've heard, 6 out of the 8 albums. I still gotta finish listening to Wolf and Goblin, but I feel like honestly that I may not like those albums.
Yeah.
There's some stuff on there that I probably will like. The production, I think, his production talent has always been there. I think, and his voice, he has a nice voice, and but I think what he was the lyrics,
What he was saying,
from Cherry Bomb on, it's more lyrics that are easier to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, I think Igor may be my favorite album of his because it's just I like listening to the whole thing. There's no lyrics or anything that I don't like or that they agree with me.
yeah,
All the lyrics, what he's talking about, the music,
Yeah.
it all agrees with me, you know? Might have had several turning points. I think he has, actually. I think Cherry Bomb was a turning point. I think Flower Boy was another turning point. Igor, for sure, that won a Grammy. I think that won Best Hip Hop Album. And then I think Call Me If You Get Lost is definitely a turning point of him growing. And off of that album, I don't listen to every song off of that album just
I don't
because
either.
I think some of the
That's
beats
when I
don't appeal
started.
to me.
I think I started listening to him more.
Oh, that album.
Yeah, that album.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one I liked I really thought like, wow, like Tyler is a force to be reckoned with, or he's coming. Like when I heard Dog Tooth, and when I heard that, and I heard other stuff off that album, I felt like, okay, he's a contender here. You know.
See, when I first saw him at a festival, that's when I knew
Okay.
it was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I wasn't checking for him like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I forget what year it was, but it was a while ago. And like seeing how them people was wilding while he was performing and seeing his performance, I was like, oh, I didn't know he was popular like this. Like, I didn't know he was popping, like, because I just never really checked for him like that. So I started, I like Our Future, and like Earl Sweatshirt was my favorite rapper out of the group because he was more like lyrical, more that style that I like. So I couldn't get with him that much because of some of the shit that they was talking about. But as far as just rapping, he had the skills to me. But then Tyler, like seeing him at that festival, it really made me want to dig into his music more. So I'm like, it's gotta be something here. I mean, it was. I just wasn't really listening.
And I think he's spitting on that. Call Me If You Get Lost. There's this one song on there where he's just, and I think I told you about it before. I don't know the name of the song, but he's just talking about this girl that has a man, and the dude is actually his friend, but he's still hanging out with the girl, and he has feelings for the girl, and it's just,
I don't remember that song. What's it called?
I don't know. I would have to look it up. But it's
I said that like I would know. Like if you told me, that's one thing. I don't know titles.
What I realize is like how good he is actually not new. He's just kind of like becoming more refined, becoming like just kind of like better at tailoring his albums and making them the highest quality they can be.
Yeah.
But he's always been good. He's always had the talent, And I think
sometimes he might have, his resources might have caught up with his talent, where he can put his. I'm trying to, because you don't need money, but he probably has the tools now and the experience to put his ideas into fruition. You know what I mean? Like where maybe before he didn't have like everything that he needed to do exactly what he wanted because he didn't have the money.
And I mean, and he did grow as an artist. He did become a better at rapping. And,
Yeah, that too.
Probably his music probably did become better, but it was good. But it just, I think it became more polished. And like he especially if you look at Chromacopia, it's so good the way it's done.
Yeah. That I ain't listened to that album in a long time. I listened to it too much, and then I was like, just stop. I think I might listen to it Monday.
The other day. Like,
I might listen to it Monday. I don't know. I got so much music. Raekwon album came out. That bitch is dope. It's crazy. Like his album sounds really polished, and I think I've been used to like a lot of his mixtapes. So I don't know nothing about it. Like I don't know who did the production. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's different people, but I don't know all of the producers. And he got some features. It's crazy because I was telling you that the Clipse album kind of like dampered it for me, just because I was listening to Clipse and all the fanfare and all of that, and then like Raekwon's, I mean, he had a little rollout, but it wasn't like the Clipse rollout.
Okay.
But I don't think it was that. It was just a rollout. It was like the ear to Clipse, and then going back to Raekwon, even though Raekwon's like my favorite rapper in Wu-Tang. It was like a shift that I couldn't get at first, but then I listened more and listened in the house, and I'm like, okay, I can't say there's some Method Man's verse on there is probably like my favorite verse he's ever done, one of them, which is crazy, and I think that whole song, Ghostface is on that song, it's Ghostface, Raekwon, and Meth. That whole song is nuts. Their verses, all of them. But Raekwon got a couple songs on here that I think are some of my favorite songs ever.
Okay.
Like it's wild because even though I skipped a couple songs, but there's a couple songs that I really like. Like there's one song I listened to I think like 15 times in a row driving home. It was the only song I listened to like driving home, and I'm not tired of it still, but it was just that good to me.
I've only heard one song off of there that somebody played on a podcast I was listening to. It's the one with Nas.
Oh, Amita or Marita. Marita. Yeah. I'm Marita. I'm Marita. I'm Marita. Yeah, that's it. I'm Marita, I think. But there's two different verses.
Wrong, but
am I?
Yeah, but I can't think of how to pronounce it. But yeah, Nas was ripping it up on there.
The English pronunciation is as.
Who the fuck is talking right now? It sounds like a 1960s
it's just the
enemy of James Bond.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, like I've enjoyed like watching him over the years, like watching interviews, just the energy he gave off and gives off because those interviews are still available. Just he seemed like a good man, like.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
seemed like a good dude. That's what I was saying the other day. That like I didn't see him come across my feed like often. And then I was like, man, it's just flooded. So it just made me think like we gotta start giving people their flowers while they're here. Because I mean it happens all the time. It's human for you to do that. Like people that are just kind of out of sight, out of mind sometimes. And then when something happens and you're connected to them somehow, Like that's a human thing. I ain't knocking nobody that posted. I posted. And I ain't never post him. Like, but he was part of my childhood. In the Cosby Show. Like, regardless of whatever legacy that is now with Bill Cosby, but it don't matter. Like, the other actors that were involved, he always seemed like a good dude. And when I did see him, I didn't see him often, like I said, but yeah, we gotta just start, cause this wasn't even anything. I mean, death is never expected, but sometimes when people are sick, you're more inclined to give them their flowers. But like, this was just like a tragic accident, and it could happen to anybody any time. So we just gotta start giving people their flowers while they can smell them. That's why I always like that line in Sinners. He's like, I gave her plenty of flowers when she was allowed to smell them. Like, you mad I ain't giving flowers after she died, but we sent flowers. I don't know how often, but it sounded like they sent flowers to her all the time because they really cared about it, despite what Stack was saying. But that's real shit. Like, that's real shit. Like she don't know she getting flowers. Like, she did. Like, I'm gonna send flowers after you die.
And she knew that was Smoke talking too. Like,
Yeah.
he said that.
Yeah. But I think with that, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I thank you for joining us.
God bless his family and his daughter and his wife.
Yeah, his daughter was with him when it happened, unfortunately. Or fortunately, it was an accident. Unfortunate tragedy. But yeah, everybody be good. Be safe.
What else we got?
Treat everybody great.
What else?
Nah, get up with y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another.